Nice. Okay, welcome back, folks, to House Human Services this afternoon. We are going to hear from the chair of the House Judiciary Committee on their review of H45, particularly with regard to the provisions around immunity, which would be under their purview. So we welcome Chair Lalonde here with us, and happy to see you sitting across from the witness chair today.
It's delightful to be here. Mark Lalonde, representative from South Burlington and chair of the House Judiciary Committee. So we took testimony throughout the day yesterday on H545, looking specifically at section 2 of the bill. We were looking at draft number 2.1, but my understanding, at least what we were looking at, hasn't changed since.
Yeah.
And that's 18 VSA section 1130A. And specifically subsection C, which is the immunity for immunization, which I messed that up several times when I talked about that, the fact that it's immunity and immunization. In any event, so we heard from a number of witnesses, and we looked at the fact that this really goes to immunity for the professional, the medical professionals who are providing, or prescribing the immunization, the vaccines, and that as long as they're following the recommendations, they can only be liable if it's gross negligence, which is really intentional carelessness, if there's such a thing, which is different than negligence. We were fine with that, but we also talked about, well, what about whether there's any exposure for the state, and we didn't have to get into that. It's not in this bill. The state has separate sovereign immunity, but we did have a discussion about that, and as far as the manufacturers. And our understanding is that federal law currently preempts any kind of claims against manufacturers. Who knows what's going to happen down the road? But if that protection is lifted from manufacturers, maybe we'll all be back here, or maybe that's really a national issue. So bottom line is that we eventually did have a vote of 9-1-1, essentially approving and not having a problem with that section. And I'm happy to answer questions.
Is he Representative Bishop, with his hand raised? Go ahead, Representative Bishop.
We discussed a little bit, it sounds like you dove in much deeper in your committee about the interplay between the national and the changes on the national level of what's on the recommended schedule. That does not impact the liability protections that currently exist for pharmaceutical companies, whether the immunizations are or are not.
That I don't know. I mean, because they are, and if they are no longer on that list, are they going to have immunity? Well, this bill doesn't give it to them, and I don't think that that's probably our purview to be worried about national manufacturers. I'm sure that they are working hard on their friends out in Washington to make sure that they don't use that kind of immunity. But so we didn't really get into that specifically that much, but we heard, we tried to find people who were opposed to this. We reached out to the Trial Attorneys Association, an association of trial attorneys who bring these kind of cases, and they were neutral on this. So it really wasn't a lot of pushback.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chair. Appreciate it very much, and appreciate your diligence in reviewing this very much.
My pleasure. We'll try to find something to send your way that you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll quit pro quo. Have a good weekend.
All right, take care, you too. Okay, and so just going to briefly, and Katie, that was my fault. Thank you. I just saw the latest draft, and I hadn't opened it, and I should have opened it before I sent you that text, because I see it's only the reader adjustment. But why don't you just come to the chair? You've run all the way over here. Okay, so members, we have version, what's it called, number?
545 draft 4.1.
Yeah, 4.1.
And getting, oh, there it is. Laura, you're so good. Getting my link.
We haven't seen the sun in here all week and it's
I know.
just like
So
it's
true.
so
That's
nice to
good.
be coming through. Okay, thank you very much, Katie, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Just getting in the Zoom room.
Yeah.
More weather discussion.
It's gonna be very cold this weekend. I love it. Very cold this weekend.
Dress warmly, everyone out there.
And I learned during the break that emergency personnel were coaxing a person out of the river, a person who appeared to be homeless in a mental health crisis out of the river
Here in
this
town.
morning. Yeah, right out here. So it just adds an exclamation point to the issues that we were talking about this morning. So thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. So we have draft 4.1 in front of us, and all that you wanted changed last time we met were the reader assistance headings. So hopefully this does a good job of capturing both the time frame of when the language is in effect and what the content of the following sections are. So first, we have effective on passage through July 1, 2031, Commissioner of Health's immunization recommendations. And then scroll down.
I think really into the weeds here. Is it technically through July 1st or until July 1st? Technically, take us through the first day.
Yeah, it's until. But that's okay. Okay, well, we'll have that throughout.
Until the end.
Okay, page 10, we'll say effective on passage until July 1, 2031. Insurance coverage for Commissioner of Health's recommended immunizations. Page 11. Effective on passage until July 1, 2031. Pharmacist and pharmacy technician authority under the Commissioner of Health's immunization recommendations. And then we start with the language that starts restoring the language. So page 14, line 15. Effective on July 1, 2031, restoring certain immunization recommendation processes. Language.
This are so much better. You know, I know we were all struggling with this yesterday, but having the date come first and then what it's doing afterwards,
Okay. Great.
I think makes it much clearer. So thank you.
Oh, good. Next is 19, page 19. Line 6, effective on July 1, 2031, restoring the current insurance coverage for immunizations in effect prior to passage. Page 21, effective on July 1, 2031, restoring current pharmacist and pharmacy technician authority.
So is there a reason we didn't write in effect prior to passage? I mean, I was gonna ask, why is it different? Does that mean it's different?
And I think that was it for changes. The other reader assistants we didn't change. So if you'd like, I could do that now and give you a draft 5.1.
We're not gonna vote on
Oh,
it
you're
tonight,
not, okay.
today. We're gonna vote on it on Tuesday.
Okay.
On passage. Held on. So now I'm going to section 14. I'm just picking up on Doug's question. Is it repealed? Yeah, because it goes through June 30th. So it is repealed on July 1, 2031. Okay. All right. I just had to say that out loud, I guess. Okay. So everybody okay with that? That seemed to address the issues that we were having trouble with yesterday. Okay, thank you so much, Katie. We appreciate it. We're gonna be voting on this on Tuesday afternoon. Right after the governor's budget address. Okay? And Representative Eastis is gonna gets a little bit of a reprieve. He gets a little bit longer to work on his floor report. And
Comments from OPR.
Yeah, I see.
Sid, are we going to be considering those changes?
I didn't see them. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I heard something about changes, but I didn't know it.
Oh, you have not had a chance to look at email
Oh,
today.
no, I only heard.
OPR, this,
It's adopted.
it's on our website.
oh, it's on our website. Okay.
It's on the website.
I heard of that.
There was just some additional, I think we misunderstood some of their
Where, right here.
intent.
Oh, so I see there. Over. Yeah, something we're doing that, are we?
Okay, you know what I'm gonna say, that we finished our work on this and they can finish it in the Senate, yeah. If they wanna change it, yeah, I didn't see that, otherwise we would have had that discussion, but, thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that, so. Okay, folks, I just reviewed with you what's up, maybe I just did that with Lori. Next week, I think I did sort of before we broke for lunch, but next week, we're gonna be concentrating on, the, budget, and we'll start off with the Secretary and Agency of Human Services. We will pick up with DCF and the Health Department, hopefully, if they can get scheduled in. And we will also be picking up witnesses on H594 and having a committee discussion about that as we sort of move through it. So that's what's going to be up on tap for next week. And you have the rest of the afternoon to, oh yeah, we have Kid Governor coming in. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The kid, well, she's going to appear on Zoom, I believe. That's what's going to
What
happen.
is it?
No, next week. And we had a joint hearing with Energy and Technology on Friday afternoon next week. So just letting you know, we'll be here longer than 1:30. And that is on the Child Welfare Information System at DCF. You might have seen some recent news reports about that. But also we have had testimony about this in this committee with the Office of Child, Youth and Family Advocate and with the department previously. And this is an opportunity for us to hear from the Agency of Digital Services, whom we don't hear from. And it's an opportunity for our sister committee to hear from DCF, which they don't hear from. So we'll have a joint hearing on that next Friday afternoon. That's the summary for today, and my apologies to the folks who were expecting a vote on 545 around the room today, but for sure on Tuesday. Okay.